Timing is essential for tapping your trees. You have to know when your window is. A lot of times that's going to be dependent on where you're located on the earth, latitudinally. Where we are between the 40th and 41st parallel. At our location, the best month is the month of February, although that can be tweaked depending on the weather. The most important thing to remember when finding your window is temperature. You're looking for a pump. When the nights are below freezing and the days are above freezing, you get contraction and expansion, like a heart beating, pumping away, bringing the moisture from the ground up into the tree and then constricting it at night. This is when it's time to tap. There's two kinds of taps, stainless steel and plastic, that I have used. And here we see a set that I just bought for $18.99 with shipping and handling. It was a little over $26. It's stainless steel, it's out of China, and it comes with its own, each tap comes with its own little hook, or you can add tubing like the plastic ones have, but that's extra. This is what the pack looked like when I opened it from China, and I've been pretty pleased with the stainless steel. The other popular type are plastic taps that have food grade piping tubes attached to them. Here we see a set of 10 with the associated tubes, and it runs for $25.99. With shipping and handling, it's probably close to $30. The plastic ones work very well. The only problem I have with them is because they're plastic, I'm always afraid I'm going to break them when I'm tapping them into the tree with my mallet. Lastly, you see that you can place your jar right on the ground and have a tube running straight down from the plastic. So that is a plus, but you can also do that with the stainless steel one if metal is more your cup of tea. Before you start with your tree, go ahead and take your taps and boil them. The stainless steel ones are in there for about 10 minutes. While you're at it, go ahead and boil any tubes and bottles that you might have that you'll be storing your syrup in as well. Hello, yes, it is tapping day, and I'm Little Yellow Riding Hood, ready to get out there with my basket of tools. It's pouring down rain, and this is what I have in my basket. First of all, I have 3 glass bottles, 3 taps without hooks, 3 funnels, my cordless drill, a box of drill bits, and 3 ties to tie the bottles to the tree trunks, and a rubber mallet to gently tap the taps into the holes that we're going to drill into the trees. Take your tape measure with you and only tap trees that measure around their girth at least 24 inches. Okay, the more the merrier, but you can only have 1 tap for 24 inches. Also, you want to make sure you are drilling your tap holes, the pre-drill holes, and then the final tap hole on the south side, the side that gets the sun. That is where the moisture is going to heat up better and pump and move, on the south side. You'll know you're on the wrong side of the tree if you put your first pilot drill bit in and it doesn't want to move at all. Because literally these trees freeze. They freeze solid in, December and January, when the temperatures are down below freezing all day long. And it's not till we have that freeze thaw that we can even drill into them. So you'll be surprised on the south side. Drill about 1 inch deep into your tree with each of your pilot bits, and when the final bit is finished, brush away all the debris and gently tap in your tap with your rubber mallet. It should fit very snugly, and before you know it, you will see clear liquid, beautiful clear sap just dripping right from the tap. It'll be collected either with your funnel or with your hose directly down into your bottle. All right, it has been, I would say, about 3 days since I put these gallon bottles on the 2 trees, and temperatures about 42 degrees, is still dropping below freezing at night. So let's just go ahead and see what we've got. I always feel like a mountain hiker. I'm just like a homeless person in the middle of the city. Like here, look, guys. Woo! Look at that. Look at all that gorgeous sap, which I am now going to trade out with the much more appropriate glass versions. I'm still unsure why, but I really like things in glass just so much better. All right, whatever. See you later. Bye. Part of the process is so much my favorite. I love this tree sap. It comes from the tree, right out of the tree, so cold and refreshing, and it's just mildly sweet. I love to pour it into my finest bone china teacups and pretend like I'm drinking nature's champagne. It's wonderful. There's a 30-to-1 ratio of sap to syrup. So 2 full gallons of sap will make just a tiny bit more than a cup of syrup, and it takes hours. Here you can see in this picture the droplets of humidity just hanging on to my range hood. It's really kind of nice because if you're only doing no more than 2 gallons at a time, it puts a nice amount of warm humidity into your home. It's going to boil and boil and boil for several hours, and when it's about halfway reduced in volume, you're going to see a bit of scum forming around the outside portions. It's kind of ugly. Sometimes it's just a nice white foam, but sometimes it gets kind of beigey, and I think this is just impurities. I always either take a knife or a wooden spoon and remove it from along the edge, and then let it boil down. Huge warning, huge. The very last minute, it burns real quickly. You wait. Seems like it takes forever for it to reduce. But at the very end, when it's turning into the syrup, you have to be on it constantly. You'll notice bubbles just start to form, and you got about 30 seconds before, bang, it just turns to a black coating in your pan. So be very, very careful at the end. Strain, bottle, cool, and then cap. All right, here we go. We're going to take the syrup water. You can tell it's not really, it could be reduced more. This is more of a syrupy water. But I taste tested it, and it was really, as far as sweetness goes, it was right on the money. So I'm going to go ahead and filter it. Okay, can you see, I don't know, can you see that grid right there?
Yeah, it's coming
That's a pretty fine grid. And so if there's any dirt particles or really crazy stuff, it'll catch it. I have to remember that it's not going to go down as fast as real water because it is part syrup. Okay, boy, that's pretty good. That is a nice amount, and there's still more in here. And we got a little bit of crap out of it. Okay. For those of you who feel a little bit weird about ingesting tree branch bark, little pieces, and dusts and stuff like that, exoskeletons, dust mites, etc., etc., that would be that. Yeah, and there some people would include that in their syrup to act kind of as inoculants too, like micro-inoculants. So there's always two different ways of looking at it. All right, we're gonna err on this side. For this once, we're gonna keep it pure. From sap to syrup, it's a labor of love, and it's free, and it's from nature, and it gives you all kinds of wonderful good stuff. So from just a few trees, you can, or maybe even just one really large one, you can select enough product to sweeten your tea, your cereal, your ice cream, your milk, whenever you need just a little touch of something wonderfully sweet. Bang, you've got it. It's really worth doing.